Welcome back to Ode to Ghosts. We're your late but great hosts, Will.
And Audrey.
We've been around and gone. Miss Audrey has been
Yes.
traveling.
Just some busy times, as always.
It kind of feels like we're starting to turn into more of a bi-weekly
Yeah.
podcast than a weekly podcast.
Yeah.
We had high hopes,
That's fine. Yeah.
but yeah. I hope you're going to allow me today. I have a
hope
lot
so
of time to make
too.
up for.
So I decided to go a little bit away from the cryptid realm today. And I realized that I can do things other than just cryptids. So today
I've been
I'm
trying to tell you
doing
that.
a demon. I was going to do like multiple different demons and talk about like all of like some of the top known ones, like most evil, most powerful, whatever, but I just decided to do one, which is Zozo, the infamous Ouija board demon.
Probably the worst one.
Maybe there's some pretty bad ones, but this one is definitely up there in the bad ones. I was also going to do like I don't know how to say its name. Beelzebub?
Beelzebub, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to do that one too cuz that one's a pretty scary one, but maybe a different time cuz Zozo has enough.
Maybe one episode you can do all of the, I don't know if they're all like demons or whatever, but that are listed in Bohemian Rhapsody during that.
Yeah.
Beelzebub and oh no, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Beelzebub. What?
very good.
I'm trying to remember. I was trying to sing it to remember.
Yeah.
Beelzebub.
Is it helping you remember yet?
No,
Okay.
it's not working.
Okay. So, do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
Okay. Getting into Zozo now. So, the story of Zozo originally gained popularity in 2009 when a man named Darren Evans had allegedly come in contact with Zozo. On an online ghost stories forum, he made a post talking about his experience that went viral. He reported seeing the letters ZO move frantically back and forth across his Ouija board. This is something that is a staple with every time Zozo appears, as he's known for the rapid movement of his name.
So technically he's kind of like a newer thing in the grand scheme of things. You said 2009?
Kind of, yep, but he goes further back, which I'll tell you about. So at one point he had been asked by the demon the demon stated that he would like to take the family to paradise. And when Evans asked where paradise was, the board spelled out the letters HELL. Immediately after the encounter, Evans rushed into the bathroom where his girlfriend was bathing their 1-year-old daughter to find his girlfriend missing and the daughter drowning in the tub. Luckily, the daughter was okay, but later, a few days later, developed a life-threatening infection from an illness and had to be hospitalized. And I tried to figure out what happened to the girlfriend, and there wasn't anything talking about what she was doing or where she ended up being, but yeah. So
And that's just where that ends. It's there's nothing known about the girlfriend. Did the baby survive?
yeah. So yeah, she was fine. She didn't drown. He saved her, but later on she got sick and developed an infection.
Well, right, that's what I'm
that
saying.
almost killed
She
her.
survived the infection.
Yeah. So
What about the girl?
yeah, I don't know what happened to her. I looked it up. I tried to find out, but I couldn't find anything. More on Darren Evans though, because this was not the first time he had an encounter with Zozo. He's had encounters with them dating back to 1982.
Why you keep moving your mic around?
Sorry, I'm just...
Stop fidgeting. It's going to mess it all up.
In 1982, he found a Ouija board in a crawl space under his, at the time, girlfriend's house. He claimed that the board had Zozo carved into it. However, there is no proof of this because he doesn't have any pictures or anything of it. He
Yeah, it didn't
reached
happen.
Zozo with this board multiple times across multiple states. And apparently this guy is like kind of like a paranormal like investigator kind of guy. Like he goes around
Investigates the
and yeah.
paranormal. Yeah.
So he's tried to reach Zozo many times and has been pretty successful because he's come in contact with him several times. And the encounters have gotten so extreme to the point where he has developed like a bunch of scratches on his body, and would just like get sick all the time. Um, Obviously, like his daughter ended up hospitalized and stuff like that. And obviously, there's no proof to say like, oh, the infection was because of Zozo and she ended up in the hospital. But like, it all
Yeah.
happened around the
All
same
I can
time.
think about with talking about this is the story that we told about us on a different episode
Mm-hmm.
about how your friend was telling a story about Zozo,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then weird stuff started happening.
Yeah. He's like one of the demons that has like the ability to like physically attach to you. Whereas like other demons, some of the other demons can't do that, but Zozo is known for he likes to like wreak havoc in like the physical world. And he gets there through the Ouija board.
That's so lame.
Lame?
Yeah.
How's it lame?
He's terrorizing and haunting, and he can't be doing that.
Well, no, but I wouldn't say lame is the right word for that.
You get what I'm
But
saying.
okay, yeah. So, to answer your further or earlier question about like if he's sorry, I'll stop touching the thing. About if
That's not even what I was going to
he's a
say.
newer thing. What were you going to say?
I don't know, but it wasn't that.
Okay. So, the name Zozo has shown up for more than 200 years. The oldest Zozo story comes from a book from 1816 called Dictionnaire Infernal. He tells the story of a young girl who claimed to be possessed by 3 demons, one named Mimi, one named Capulet, and then Zozo.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
The whole thing
No, just like the second half.
tells the story of a young girl who claimed to be possessed by 3 demons, one named Mimi,
Okay. Yep.
one
Got it.
named Capulet, and then one named Zozo. So during the possession, the girl went down the streets on all fours, sometimes forward, sometimes backwards. Sometimes she walked on her hands, feet in the air. And this was like noted by passersby as well. And this created enough of a commotion in the town that a priest came to perform an exorcism on her. The exorcism was successful, but when Zozo left her body, it was said that all of the windows in the room shattered. Just from like how powerful of a force
And
Zozo
what year was
is.
this?
1816. So that was the earliest like recorded account that we have of Zozo. It was written in the book. She had like said that that was the name of one of the demons that had possessed her. But some more information on him is he is also nicknamed the red-faced demon, and I didn't know this before, but it's because he likes to paint red on his face.
Wow,
So
super original name.
sometimes you'll see him with red if you end up seeing him. Not all people end up seeing him. Sometimes they just like obviously feel or experience like his
I call myself
presence.
red faced because I like to put red on my face.
But if you actually see him, his appearance is he's tall and muscular with black coarse skin, with fur on his legs, dark hooves, and a tail. So kind of almost like half horse, half man.
Kind of like me.
He paints red on his face. He has long, sharp claws, and when you're in his presence, you may hear a crackling sound because that's just the sound that comes off of him. It's like crackling.
I feel like that describes like the most basic, like demon devil kind of.
He's like
thing.
the epitome of like demon.
He is that.
He is demon. Yeah, he's pretty much just reachable through the Ouija board. And what he is known for in terms of like how he lures his victims in is he mimics the voices of the dead, specifically who the user of the Ouija board is trying to reach. So, like, if someone's using a Ouija board and they're trying to be like, oh,
Oh,
dead grandma, yeah, they can often, like, mimic, like, either the voices of the grandma or, like, say things that sound like what the grandma would be
What up?
saying.
It's your boy, Grandma.
Or, like, it can, like, say things that, like, happened in the grandma's life that, like, it's just really good at mimicking and pretending to be other
Stay
things.
away from those things, man.
Yeah. So that's how he gets people to, like, actually continue on and, like, talk to him. He feeds on insecurities and fears. So obviously, the more fear that you show during the Ouija board session, the more powerful he'll be able to get. And oftentimes he will like try to do things that he knows will scare you. So, like, in your room, like, say you're like deathly afraid of the dark. Oh, the lights won't work, or something like that. He can even pretend to be different spirits, so he can pretend to be like a friendlier spirit, or a spirit that, like, already resides in the place, that may not be, like, evil necessarily. So basically it can just, like, fool you into thinking
This is
that
why
he's
I don't
anybody
put my
else.
trust in any spirits.
He can even mimic up to 3 spirits at one time. So he can literally, like, talk to you as if there are multiple spirits talking to you, but it's just him.
I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah. And furthermore, he can even confuse psychics by sending false signals, claiming there are a different number of spirits than there are, can confuse them thinking that the spirits are different than who they are. So he can go, like, undetected by psychics a lot of the times.
But
He can
would
what?
that only happen if an Ouija board was used, though?
I'm not sure. I mean, I would assume, like, yes, like, if a Ouija board was used and Zozo was now in the space afterwards, and, like, say a psychic came to, like, get him out. Like, yeah, if he's in that presence, I think.
Yeah, but I guess my question is, like, can he be around at all whenever the board isn't being used?
Well, so you have to, like, allow the demon into your space. So, like, if he's already there, then, like, yeah, he's already there. But, like, otherwise, the Ouija board is, like, his form of, like, inserting himself into your space because you're, like, inviting him. So yeah, and he can even manipulate, like, the spirit stories that are there. So, like, say a psychic is there to evaluate the home for someone, and they're like, oh, there's 3 spirits here and they're all children and whatever. That could actually just be Zozo saying, like, oh yeah, there's just harmless spirits here, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
So you
It's
can't
cheating.
always, like, assume that.
Yeah, I don't put my trust in nobody.
um so yeah, that's that. The theories for Zozo, there's 3 that are, like, pretty popular. The first one is obviously that Zozo is a real, like, ancient demon that can reach us through Ouija boards. The second one is that he is not necessarily an ancient demon, but is just any regular malevolent spirit that feeds on fear and chaos. And then the third one is that Zozo is not actually a demon or spirit, but is a manifestation of the participant's subconscious fears and anxieties, which,
Yeah.
is always a possibility.
Hmm.
But yeah. Do you have any other
So we
questions about
don't
Zozo?
know. So then, really, we don't know how old he is. If people think that he's
No.
like an ancient spirit,
Yeah. So,
then
like, again, like, the oldest any kind of record that they have of, like, his name is from 1816 or whatever it was.
Hmm.
So no, he wouldn't be considered ancient, but yeah, he definitely could go back way further. There were some other things based on, like, where his name came from and stuff like that. So it's, of course, from, like, ancient language.
do you know like why
I'm
and
trying to
where?
find, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I know that the word Zozo like initially came from a Latin word that is it Latin? Hold on. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about before I say anything. I did learn though that the word demon is actually comes from a word that literally just means spirit, but it was kind of twisted into evil spirit over time. It wasn't actually supposed to be evil.
Maybe they aren't so bad after all. They're misunderstood. Just kidding.
Well, I don't know if I will define what I read, because now all it's saying is that Zozo just has different meanings in different languages for joy or happiness or star or flower, which doesn't really seem.
Did you type in like Zozo demon
let
meaning?
me type that in and see if it's different.
Hey, dude. Come here, Schmidt.
Okay, yes, I found it. So it's derived from a Mesopotamian god named Pazuzu, who is
Oh, I've heard of
known as
that.
the ruler of demons. So his name, Zozo, was linked to various culture and historical references that have Pazuzu in it. But yeah, just comes from that. And starting pretty much after that Darren Evans guy posted and it went viral about Zozo, obviously everyone else was like, oh yeah, I've had this happen to me before, whatever. And there's so many people that have like stories of when after they encountered Zozo, like just horrible things happening in their life. Like that's another thing that is very common about when you see him is that like if you experience him and let him into your life at all, that like bad, like your worst fears will happen in like real life basically. So one of them was like that they had a contact with Zozo and the next day they got in like a head-on collision in their like small neighborhood or something.
My God.
Like just crazy. So
Just don't mess with
he's
Ouija boards.
scary.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
There were even some crazy things. Like obviously this is like very far-fetched and like I don't necessarily believe this, but there were people who were saying that like Zozo's the reason that like COVID-19 happened because they had a Ouija board
Oh, boy.
session and Zozo spoke to them and said that the end of the world was going to happen in 2020 and that like anything after 2020 is my hell or something.
Yeah,
But that's pretty like
isn't that the statement or that's the phrase
yeah.
2020 we all died and the rest is
Yeah.
like
But like that one is just kind of like okay,
no, I know. I
like
know. Yeah, I know that's not what that actually
yeah,
means.
but that was like a big thing online for a little bit. Like in that time frame was like, "Oh my god, like I got in touch with Zozo and he said this and then this happened." And it was all just
Oh
like,
my
"Okay,
God.
like well, that one's a little different. That's the whole world, not just,
Yeah, that one's a bit
you
of a
getting in
reach
your
for
car
me.
accident."
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd point that out cuz I read about that earlier and I was like, "Okay, we're getting a little."
So it's kind
But
of like Mothman-y in a way
kind
then,
of
even though like Mothman is looked at more of a
yeah,
warning than a
cuz Mothman is like,
threat.
yeah, a symbol of warning, whereas Zozo's like, okay, I'm here now. I'm just gonna torment you and cause chaos and destruction in your life.
Yeah.
Because that's like his thing. Is he just loves to. He likes to like torment and tease. So he likes to like play around with people. Like he just likes to like psychologically break people down
And then make them get
first, and
into
then when they're weak and they're
head-on
scared,
collisions. Yeah.
yeah. So
I want to know. I want answers about that girlfriend, dude.
I know.
The
I
girlfriend
don't
just
know.
disappears, and the baby's running in the.
Yeah, I'll try one more time. Darren Evans. So girlfriend, but earlier when I looked it up, I couldn't find anything. Like it all would say like the same story, but it all just leaves out that one detail. So I don't know. Like, some of the stories say, like, that it was him and his girlfriend doing the Ouija board together.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is that she was in the bathroom with the 1-year-old bathing her, and he went to check on them after the Ouija board session because it was, like, scary and the girlfriend wasn't in there, but then it didn't say where she was. Other things say, like, some of them just said that he went in there just to find her drowning and nothing about the girlfriend.
Oh, so what the actual story is still not even
Yeah,
clear. Interesting.
yeah. So, I don't know,
I'm disappointed.
but that's about it. This
Okay.
happened in Oklahoma, by the way.
In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Well, if you take anything from this episode today, please don't use Ouija boards.
Yeah.
I don't care how not real you think it is. There's no reason to try and find out if it's like you won't catch me with
Yeah,
one of
no.
those.
No, that's terrifying.
You won't
Especially
even.
knowing this information about Zozo and knowing that you could potentially let one of the most evil, powerful spirits into your house and not know because he just pretends to be. No,
Yep.
you can't force me
So
to do that.
I don't care if you didn't pay attention at all to the rest of this episode. Pay attention now. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho,
Well, that's all of my information.
announcements. Make an announcement.
I don't have any announcements. Sorry, guys.
I'm done with that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it out. I have no sense of proudness or anything. I'm like on to the next one. I'm ready to move on. The last song is it's out. Everything's out. It's called Downfall. That's the last song on the record. I don't know when they're putting it out like as a whole, but you can listen to all the singles now. By the band Spade.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is the first time even mentioning this to you, but since next week will be the episode before Halloween, maybe we could do a Halloween themed episode.
well, also next week I might be writing.
That's so true.
Well, next week, so it might have to be the week after.
Well,
But
we'll
better
see.
late than never.
We'll see. A little history
Yeah, I was
of
thinking about
Halloween
that
type
too.
thing.
Huh?
Little history of Halloween type thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then I also realized I was going to be occupied next week probably.
Well, you might have a Halloween episode. We'll see.
Yep.
It's all up to this guy.
All up to the sky.
This guy.
This guy. All right, we're just rambling now. We should leave.
All right.
Close us out,
Hope you enjoyed. Stay away from Ouija boards.
please.
And we'll see you when we see you.
Goodbye.
Bye.